my audience. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, my speech is about how social media affects mental health. Have you ever thought that social media could affect your mental health? Social media is something that we all use daily, and even if it doesn't seem like it actually impacts us, it does greatly. Social media contains both positive and negative effects on us, and we need to keep this in mind in order to gain the benefits while staying away from all of the negatives. I have learned previously in a psychology course as well as a speech course in high school about both of these categories and effects, and it made me want to teach you guys this so you know this information as well, and you can carry it over into your life and use it daily. I have also completed a lot of research on this topic as well. First, I'll talk to you guys about the positive effects social media has on your mental health. Then I will go into some of the negatives that come with that as well. And finally, I will talk about how you can balance it to gain all of the positives while minimizing the negatives on your mental health. When thinking about social media, you might not think too deeply on it. You probably just view it as apps to make you laugh, keep up with your friends and family, see news happening in the world, and many more. While all of that is true, it does affect you way deeper than that and plays into your mental health. But not all of that is negative. Let's take a look at the positive effects and roles that social media plays on your mental health. Social media helps to connect people with each other, helping you find your community and where you fit in. In doing this, it can provide a sense of belonging to those individuals and reduce feelings of loneliness. This is specifically helpful in minority groups such as LGBTQ+ individuals, as well as people of color. It helps people practice their self-expression more by seeing other people doing the same thing. In doing this, it can make your self-esteem be higher. It can also cause you to have a strong sense of self-identity and know who you are as a person. From LifeStance, they found on a survey that they conducted that 32% of people felt that social media helped them to connect with others that share similar interests as them. Like previously mentioned, this will definitely boost individuals' self-esteem, and this will build them a sense of community with others of similar interest to them. Social media can also have a positive effect on your relationships with friends and family. Also found by LifeStance, 52% of people thought that social media had a positive influence on their mental health by being able to strengthen the connections that they have with their friends as well as their family. Social media helps you to maintain these connections through the different times that you may have in your lives and the changes through it as well. It has also helped you in order to gain emotional support from people in times of need. For example, during COVID-19, social media was really important because you couldn't talk to people face to face anymore. So social media allowed you to maintain your connections with your friends and family as well as get emotional support, whether that's from your friends and family or from others online that are dealing with similar circumstances. Another positive provided by social media on your mental health is the amount of mental health resources that are promoted on the different platforms. By providing and promoting these different mental health resources, it allows people who need these resources to reach out and get them easily because they have access to the information almost immediately. While social media does contain many positives, it can ultimately have a pretty negative effect on your mental health. If you aren't careful with the usage, it can affect you greatly. Right off the bat, social media is a cause that can lead to depression as well as anxiety, especially in young teens and young adults. Social media causes a dopamine release in your brain whenever we get things such as likes or shares or comments on our posts. But when that doesn't happen, it can cause a negative impact with how you view yourself. A big focus and center point on social media is how you appear to other people with your lifestyle and how you appear physically. Social media isn't real. It is tailored because people show you what they want you to see of them and their lives. And it is usually always the positive sides of things and not the negatives. So then it gives you a false belief of what is actually real and what is fake. With the usage of things like filters, that gives you a false belief on someone's appearance that can lead to a negative view on yourself if you don't look the same way that they do. Along with how people show their lives on social media, it can cause a feeling of FOMO because other lives might look better than yours, or they might seem more fulfilling because of how they present it, even though that can be completely untrue. Another huge negative that is associated with social media is cyberbullying. According to UC Davis Health, 44% of internet users in the United States said they have experienced some form of cyberbullying or online harassment on various platforms. Cyberbullying is dangerous because it can have a negative impact on your self-esteem, and it can also leave emotional wounds and trauma on people. Social media can also be a place for people to spread bad rumors and lies about you to try and negatively impact your self-worth and your life in general. Social media is also designed in a way to promote addictive behaviors that cause dopamine releases in your brain, like how many likes and shares you get, but also just the notifications from the apps themselves. By using social media constantly and engaging in this addictive behavior, it can do things such as lower your productivity levels, affect your sleeping patterns, and more. According to Demand Sage, 30% of American adults think that they are addicted to social media. More from Demand Sage says that a large 82% of Gen Z adults think they are addicted to social media, as well as 60% of college students feeling the same as these two previous groups. These are large amounts of the population feeling like they are addicted to social media and are addicted to the dopamine release that they gain from the various platforms. This is why you need to be extremely careful with your usage of social media. If not monitored correctly, you can go down a rabbit hole of all of the bad effects from social media. But if monitored correctly, you can gain more of the positives. Now, I'm going to be talking to you about ways that you can monitor your social media usage in order to gain more of the positives and way less of the negatives. Coming from Very Well Mind, some ways to use social media for good with your mental health include limiting your screen time, as well as taking breaks from the apps. By limiting your screen time on social media, it will help reduce the addictive tendencies that you get out of it, and it will also make you more productive because it will cause you to not just sit and scroll on an app all day, and you will actually get things done that you need to do, such as your homework or cleaning around the house. If you notice you are on social media way too much and it is affecting you negatively, you can also just take a break. Many apps will allow you to suspend your account and reactivate it when you are ready to come back instead of just completely deleting it. Another tip is to not engage with negative content online. If you see something that makes you feel upset or feel a negative way about yourself, don't engage with the content. Block the account, click not interested, do something so that your algorithm will hopefully show less of the content that is harming you. Something else to keep in mind is to remember to maintain your in-person relationships with your friends and family and people around you. It may seem like you are doing that through social media and that you might know how their life is going based on what they post, but that is completely different than real life, and it is important to check in with your friends and family in person as well. Also, find fulfilling tasks in your life outside of social media. Try new hobbies. Go do something outside like playing basketball or going for a hike. Go to an event that might be hosted in your city during the month. There is so much that you can do outside of social media. While social media has both its good qualities and its bad qualities, as well as its positive and negative effects on your mental health, knowing how to balance your use on the various social media platforms is very, very important. It will ensure that you reap the benefits while dismissing as many of the negatives as possible. By doing so, this will improve your self-esteem as well as your productivity. Today, I showed you the positives on your mental health, the negatives on your mental health, and how to correctly balance your usage, all in regards to social media. Social media addiction is a serious issue among people of all ages. So by keeping in mind the correct ways to balance social media with your life, you will have the most success in taking in the positive things on your mental health that come from social media.